Chapati, a simple flatbread, holds a special place in Indian cuisine. It's a staple in millions of homes, enjoyed daily with various curries and dals. Made with just a few ingredients, chapati is surprisingly easy to master. This recipe will guide you through each step, ensuring soft and delicious chapatis every time. Whether you are new to Indian cooking or simply looking for a reliable chapati recipe, this guide is for you. With a little practice, you'll be making perfect chapatis in no time. Let's begin our journey to creating this delicious staple of Indian cuisine. Get ready to impress your family and friends with your newfound chapati making skills. Before we begin our chapati making adventure, let's gather our ingredients. You'll be surprised at how few ingredients we need for this staple flatbread. 2 cups of whole wheat flour, 1 cup of warm water, half a teaspoon of salt, optional, and ghee or oil for brushing. That's it. With just these 4 simple ingredients, we are ready to create magic in the kitchen. The beauty of chapati lies in its simplicity, both in terms of ingredients and preparation. Now that we have everything at hand, let's move on to the next step, making the dough. Now comes the heart of chapati making, creating the perfect dough. This is the foundation of any good chapati, and getting it right is crucial. In a large bowl, combine the flour and salt. The ratio of these ingredients is important, so measure carefully to ensure the best results. Gradually add the warm water, mixing with your hands, until a soft and pliable dough forms. The water should be warm, not hot, to help the dough come together smoothly. Knead the dough for 5 to 7 minutes until it becomes smooth and elastic. This step is essential as it develops the gluten, giving the chapatis their characteristic texture. Cover the dough with a damp cloth and let it rest for at least 30 minutes. This resting period allows the dough to hydrate fully and the gluten to relax. Resulting in softer chapatis. The dough will be easier to roll out and will cook more evenly. The resting period is crucial for achieving the desired texture. You will notice a significant difference in the dough's elasticity and softness. While the dough rests, you can prepare your cooking surface and gather any other tools you might need. This is a good time to clean up and get organized for the next steps. Once the resting period is over, we are ready to roll out our chapatis and cook them to perfection. Make sure your skillet is hot and ready to go for the best results. Section 4. From pan to plate. Cooking your chapati. First, divide the dough into small, equal-sized balls. This step is crucial as it ensures that each chapati cooks evenly and has a uniform texture. Take your time to make sure each ball is smooth and free of cracks. On a lightly floured surface, roll out each ball into a thin circle using a rolling pin. The dough should be rolled out evenly to ensure that it cooks properly. Aim for a thickness of about 1/8 inch. If the dough sticks to the rolling pin, sprinkle a little more flour on top. Next, heat a flat griddle or tava over medium heat. Preheating the griddle is important to ensure that the chapati cooks evenly and develops those characteristic brown spots. Make sure the griddle is hot enough before placing the chapati on it. Place the rolled out chapati on the hot tava. You should hear a slight sizzle as the dough hits the hot surface. This is a good sign that your griddle is at the right temperature. Cook for about 30 seconds until small bubbles appear on the surface. These bubbles indicate that the chapati is cooking through and will soon be ready to flip. Then, flip the chapati and cook for another 30 seconds on the other side. The second side should develop brown spots and puff up slightly. This ensures that the chapati is cooked all the way through. Now comes the fun part. This is where the chapati gets its final touch. Using tongs, carefully lift the chapati and place it directly on the open flame for a few seconds. This step gives the chapati its signature puff and a slightly charred flavor. This will cause the chapati to puff up. Watch closely as it inflates like a balloon, which is a sign that it's perfectly cooked. Remove from the flame and brush with ghee or oil. This adds a delicious richness and keeps the chapati soft. And there you have it. Your chapati is now ready to be enjoyed. Your delicious homemade chapati is ready to be served. Enjoy it with your favorite curry or as a wrap for a tasty meal. Section 5. Tips for chapati perfection. Here are a few additional tips to ensure your chapatis turn out soft and delicious every time. Mastering the art of making perfect chapatis can elevate your home-cooked meals to a new level. First, use warm water for kneading the dough as it helps to activate the gluten and results in softer chapatis. The temperature of the water is crucial. It should be warm, but not hot. Knead the dough well for at least 5 to 7 minutes. This process is essential to develop the gluten structure, which gives the chapatis their characteristic texture. This helps develop the gluten and makes the chapatis more pliable. A well-kneaded dough should be smooth and elastic, not sticky or dry. If the dough feels too sticky, add a little more flour, a tablespoon at a time. Be careful not to add too much flour, as this can make the chapatis tough. Roll out the chapatis evenly to ensure they cook uniformly. Uneven chapatis can lead to parts being undercooked while others are overcooked. Cook the chapatis on medium heat. This allows them to cook through without burning the outside. If the heat is too high, they may burn before cooking through. Adjust the heat as needed to maintain an even cooking temperature. Finally, serve your chapatis hot with your favorite curries, dals, or chutneys. The warmth of freshly cooked chapatis enhances the flavors of the accompanying dishes. Enjoy the taste of homemade Indian bread. There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of making and sharing delicious chapatis with loved ones.